Maybe like when I'm playing or something, I would maybe sometimes think about the ocean.
I don't really know where my trash goes, so a lot of that probably goes to the ocean.
Just by throwing trash into the river and just having it wash down into the ocean, maybe.
It's the kind of garbage that I use or don't use, and the kind of things like plastic that ends up in garbage dumps.
Here in the Midwest, we are nowhere near an ocean, so why would our actions matter if we are so incredibly far from it? The rivers and tributaries in the United States look a lot like a body with veins, which all lead to the ocean, the heart of our planet. In the Midwest, we live along the majestic Mississippi River, the largest and most vital artery of the continent, which transports all of North America's drainage. Unfortunately, the Mississippi doesn't just bring water. It also transports anything that drains into the river, including large amounts of fertilizers and pesticides coming from agricultural land, wastewater treatment plants, and urban runoff from your own backyard. Over time, these chemicals build up where the Mississippi flows into the Gulf of Mexico. Phytoplankton use the nutrients coming from the plume to reproduce exponentially. Eventually, they die, and as they decompose, oxygen is used, limiting the available oxygen in the water, which is vital for much of marine life. As oxygen is depleted, it will eventually reach hypoxia, defined as 2 or less milligrams of dissolved oxygen per liter of water. This hypoxia condition threatens all of marine life. If animals do not leave, they will become stressed and eventually die. The resulting effect creates dead zones, one of the largest being in the Gulf of Mexico. The dead zone is only going to grow if we continue to discharge the fertilizers and wastes from our land. Fortunately, we can stop this growth if we rethink our effect on the ocean in the Midwest. Farmers in the Midwest heavily apply nitrogen and phosphorus fertilizers that eventually find their way into the river. Most of what they grow is to feed cattle, so both the grain feeding the cattle and the animal waste coming off the land contributes to hypoxia. There are many practical ways that we can all help to lessen our impact on hypoxia. Supporting grass-fed and pasture-raised animals, adopting a less meat-heavy diet, switching to non-toxic cleaning products and detergents, and not applying pesticides and fertilizers to your lawn. You can also volunteer with river cleanup and outreach with the Friends of the Mississippi organization. As an individual, your impact may be unnoticeable, but as a university, a community, and a country, we can decide how we will affect our ocean for future generations.